In this video, I am going to find the curl of these two vector fields. Our vector fields have variables x, y, and z, so I'm going to create symbolic variables x, y, and z. Click on code, sims x, y, and z. Click on run. Press the return key. I now go on to create the first vector field, which I will call f1. f1 is equal to, open brackets, minus 2 times exponent, open parenthesis, 2 times x, 2 times x times cosine of y, cosine, open parenthesis, y. This is the ith component, so to move on to the jth component, I will use a space or a comma. Exponent of 2x times sine of y, exp, open parenthesis, 2 times x times sine of y, open parenthesis, y. I now move on to the kth component, so I'll use a comma of a space, comma, 5 exponent of 2z, 5 times exponent, open parenthesis, 2 times z, and this is the kth component. I'll click on run to see the vector field. So what we have here is a row vector with 3 components. I press the return key. To find the curl of the vector field, the command is curl, open parenthesis. This returns the curl of the vector field with respect to a default vector constructed from the symbolic variables in the vector field. I will type in my f1 and click on run. The curl of this vector field is a 0 vector. When the curl is a 0 vector, the vector field is said to be conservative. So what we have here is a conservative vector field. I now move on to the second vector field, which I will call f2. My f2 is equal to, open brackets, 2 times x cubed, y to the power of 4, times y to the power of 4, plus x. I will use a comma to go to the next component, which is the jth. 2 times x cubed, y to the power of 4, times y to the power of 4, plus y. Click on run to see the vector field. My f2 has 2 components, the ith and the jth. Our vector field in this case has only 2 components, the ith and the jth. If we try to find the curl like what we did here, you will find we will have an error because of these 2 components. Let me illustrate this. Curl, open parenthesis, f2, click on run. As you can see, the error is saying the argument must be a 3-dimensional vector. If you still recall in class, we then added a 0 for the kth component. So this is what I'll do here. Comma, 0 for the last component. Now our vector has 3 components, but when Matlab is finding the curl, it will be finding the curl with respect to 3 variables, x, y, and z. In this case, we do not have a z. So I'm going to introduce a vector which has a z, which I will call x. Press the return key. My x is equal to, open brackets, x, y, and z. I will now go on to edit my command here so that it becomes curl of f2 with respect to this vector here. So I'll just put a comma here and put my x. Then I'll click on run. The curl of the second vector field is this vector with 3 components, 0, 0, and 6x squared y to the power of 4 minus 8x cubed y cubed. This is not a 0 vector, so this vector field is not conservative. Thank you.